It would probably make it up from the other side if it was going full speed, I'm thinking. So let's give it a ride back, see if it can get out. It's a very long ride if you haven't noticed. And just think of how long it took me to dig this tunnel and glass up the water. I was working on this for hours yesterday. But it was worth it, I mean. It's definitely an interesting tunnel and nice little sceneries here and there and just stuff like that. So far so good, we're almost at the other end. And it made it up, okay, so don't need that one. A regular one there. Okay. That worked. So we now have some stuff left. Railway 1 is done. Now we will work on, I guess, the return rail. The question is, do I want to set it up the same way? Probably the best bet. So, get me a block. Get me a button. And then just start going. So I shouldn't need any power rails for any of that, just because it's the downward slope. So that should be enough to carry me all the way down through here. But now we're going to probably want some. And then we'll continue on. So right here we will add them in. That way I don't have to try to add them in into the water area. And keep laying them. And add some more. Really is a long track. I'll have to come up with a better system for this. Because this is kind of ridiculous. But for the time being, it will have to work. So what makes it the worst is minecart rails only go, I can only really turn in the one direction. So like if I was trying to make a junction type deal with pistons and stuff, it's a lot more complicated because they always go, if I remember correctly, east to west or something like that for the turning. So it makes it very difficult to try to get them to turn the way you want them to without it, you know, becoming a nightmare. And I ran out of rails again. That's how many rails I'm using. I mean, way too many. Imagine if I had to craft all these. Be insane. Too many. Okay, now's when we start getting power rails up, because we want them to go up. That should be fine. They should be all powered, which they are. So let's break that and that. Throw that down. Get our holding rail. Throw that down. Get a stone. Button. Make sure that worked. Is that lined up right? It is. Okay. Let's see if this works. We know this side works. It's going to be that return side that we want to see. So far so good though. No, we just gotta play it by ear. So, there's what my guy looks like in case anyone was wondering. It's Kakashi from Naruto. So far, we've made it back. Made it up the stairs. Okay, that worked. Now, see if the distance works. It does. Now, you may have noticed I had a lot of rails when I was getting these ones. Those are part of Railcraft. I still have not figured that out completely because they have super speed transition rails. Only problem is they explode if you don't slow them down correctly. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out how to slow them down right. I always blow myself up with them. So that's why I'm not using them. If I was, this would be going so much quicker. But like I said, I can't figure them out correctly, so I always get blown up. But that worked. Didn't bring me back all the way, but it worked. So, although probably as soon as this is the departure or the arrival rail, probably don't need any of those. That way you know this is where you stop. And then this is the way back. So there you go. Nice little rail system. Let's take it one more time, just because I want to go back to my side anyway. So, we're going to ride it, which we're doing very well. Now, does anyone have any ideas for a better rail system for this distance? As like I said, I don't like having to use it this way, but there's nothing much I can really do about it at the moment. It's just how it has to be until I can think of something better.